Okay. So before we start, right, let me quickly introduce myself. I am Sasmitha. I will be your course instructor. Many of you are my previous batch students and many of you are new. So I will just quickly tell about myself. I have around 13 years of experience altogether. Sorry, I have a bad throat today. So my voice is very bad. So I have around 13 years of experience. Currently, I'm working as a principal data scientist in HP. Prior to that, I was working with different other investment banks and then other product-based companies, right? I completed my master's in 2016 from Triple IT in computer science, and after that, I moved to data science. In data science, I have around 8 years of experience in software engineering side. I have around 4 to 5 years of experience, right? So that is my background. And coming back to this teaching line, I think I am into this for last 7 years. With DurgaSoft, I am with DurgaSoft for last 3 to 4 years, right? Multiple batches, I have completed almost 40, 50. I'm also visiting faculty here in my hometown, few colleges. I'm going there for data science courses. I was also faculty in Simply Learn for a few days in between, and I was a course advisor, right? Not advisor, but basically, this upgrades 1 year program. So basically, if you have any problem with respect to the project, so I was a advisor there for a few days in between. So yeah, I mean, mostly I'm into this space for last 8 to 10 years. Okay, you can also find me in LinkedIn. You can get more details about me. So what is the agenda for today's call? The agenda is first few minutes I will take to take you through the normal basic concepts like what is artificial intelligence, what is generative AI. You must have heard this term. You have joined this demo means definitely before joining this demo, you have heard about generative AI, right? And I'll talk about different terms which is very confusing to you, like what is machine learning, what is data science, what is generative AI, what is artificial intelligence, right? Why the entire world is after AI right now, right? What is AGI, where the job market is moving. You can ask me if you have any queries at the end of the session. And also from next weekend onwards, we're starting our applied generative AI course. So I'll also take you through the course content, right? So I'll not take much of your time. We'll make this demo really short, 30 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. I will take to explain everything, and then rest you can ask me if you have any questions, right? Okay, fine. So let's I don't want to waste people's time who already are from industry and who already know all of this term. If you just want to be in this call, then you can be. Otherwise, let's start directly from the course content, timing, and everything. And once that is done, if that is what you're looking for, you can drop the call. But this call will be very important for others who don't know anything about AI and GenAI and wants to know all the things in detail, right? So I will first start with the course content directly, right? And to the point, about the course I will talk, and then I will talk about all other things. Coming back, like what is there in the mind, right? So I was taking the MLOps course or full stack course for many years, but after this, yeah, I will talk about everything. What is the prerequisite? What is the course content? Who can take this course? What is the scope of this course? After taking this course, where you can stand? What are the challenges? What are the pros, cons, everything, right? Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So I will show you the course content. It is there, but I'll just summarize the course first. The first thing is who can take this course. This is very important. So like who can take this course? Prerequisite, right? So the like the question is who can take, right? Who can take this course? Okay, anyway. So 2-3 months before, I have taken a batch of Gen AI. I think that time when I was taking a demo, I was like, I mean, the AI things are moving so fast. The first thing is who can take this course? The answer is everyone, right? And it's not just I'm telling to promote my course, but it is a reality today. Like you have seen internet, and then there is a kind of every 10 years, 15 years, every decade, you will see some revolution is happening in AI space, sorry, in IT space. And this time, this is AI, and it will remain. It is just the beginning. You will see more and more and more automation. There is no backward. It is always going to be more and more advanced, right? And this is very, very much sure. The way the companies are adapting AI solutions and the way they are investing in AI research, and you can see every role is now shifting towards AI related, in the sense you might be applying for web development or any other role, but if you know at least AI at high level, not expert, right, but at high level, I think your CV will be very much valuable, right? So what I can tell you is who can enroll for this course or who can take this course. Honestly speaking, everyone, if you want to survive in IT, if you want to, it looks like I'm convincing you to take my course, but this is the reality. You take under me, or you learn yourself, or you do what you want to do, self-learning or through a mentor, or basically from books or from YouTube, from anywhere. But this is a requirement right now, right? And it is very dangerous if you don't know AI. What will happen is you will think, okay, I'm a data engineer, I'm a web developer. Why I should learn AI? I'll give you a simple example, okay? Let's say there are two web developers. This is the person one, and he is very strong at web development. Let's say very, very strong, right? Everything like from scratch, he can build right nice websites and everything very nicely. So this person has, and both are same right now. This is team member one, who is a very genius um, team member who knows everything about web development. This is team member one, right? Or I'll write just simply 1 and 2. So this is 1 and this is person 2. So what happened is the person 1, right, has like, he is very confident. So he's, oh, this AI, this is just a hype, nothing will happen. I'm very strong at my field. I no need to upgrade myself. Entire company depends on me. Without me, the company will not run, right? Okay, so this person has not upgraded. The person 2 is an average person. Remember, he is a genius, okay? He's the most genius one, and the person 2 is an average person. He is not that good at web development, right? And now what he has done is he has learned generative AI. I mean, not in depth, like AI is a very vast thing. If you want to learn AI from scratch, it will take months of time. But at least the applied AI, in the sense how you can use AI in your business cases, right? How you can use the AI tools. One is developing AI tools and one is using. There is a difference, right? Developing means that is R&D. Like there are a lot of companies who are developing the AI LLMs and all, like OpenAI, for example, Microsoft, Google. There are a lot of Cohere, and then we have Midjourney. So these are like this. There are hundreds of companies who are into AI development. So they will be creating the tools, but there are a lot many other companies who are the consumer. They use these AI tools. So this person, what he has done is he has upgraded himself and he understand how he can use the tools basically to increase the productivity. So he knows all the AI tools. Let's say one example is Replit, which is a code generation tool, right? And web crawler. Let's say there are a lot of built-in LLMs are there who can do very nice web crawling, like testing, Selenium and all. He's not writing anymore. He's just learned how to do a API call and the LLM will do the job. So all of these things he has learned maybe within 2-3 months, not much, right? After that, a new project came. Okay, the new project came, and the same project has been given to person one, and the same project has been given to person two. Person one was very confident because he's an expert. Yes, he is using ChatGPT, obviously. Now you can argue everyone is using ChatGPT, but person 2 is little more advanced than ChatGPT, right? First thing is ChatGPT 3.5, it is already gone, but You have seen, right? It is limited. You have to pay $20 every month, at least, right? Around 2,000 rupees if you want to really use ChatGPT or any other tool, like same like for Anthropic, for Perplexity, any tool you are using, you have to pay. Whereas this person is smart. So this person has paid 2,000 rupees. This person is just recharged some 500 or 1,000 rupees. And he is calling same ChatGPT models, but sorry, GPT models through OpenAI, but he's doing an API call because he knows the programming now. He's spending very less amount, right? And what is happening is not only ChatGPT, but he knows the complete, for example, web crawler and for example, agents. He knows a lot of things. Like what he has done is he has created agents, maybe 3 agent, agent 1, agent 2, and agent 3. So agent 1 will do some job, agent 2, agent 3, and then aggregating. And then let's say, I mean, he also knows web development, obviously, it's not blindly using. And then what he has done, the same project, this person too has completed in 5 days, 5 days, and with so good accuracy. I not accuracy, but so quality content. Because anyway, coding, if you just know the question what to answer, code generated by the tools, and it is obviously very high level code, right? Like how a human will generate, even more better than that. So it's equivalent to a genius web developer, right? Plus he knows how to use the tools, so he has created the entire project in 5 days. But this person is really struggling. He's still in the traditional method, going to Stack Overflow, searching for the answer, pasting. Yes, he can do maybe the same job, but what is the time? Now the competition in market is not about doing the job, right? How fast you can do. Because of automation, how fast you can do. That is where you can actually be a valuable resource. It's not like can you do it, because everything can be possible. If it is doable traditional method, yes, it is possible. How fast you can do it, this person will take, this person will argue with the manager, you know how difficult this is, I have to do this that, I have to go to web and I need to crawl the web, I need to collect the data. Because he doesn't know what LLM can do, he doesn't know the applications of AI, his mind is narrow, right? He doesn't understand what he can do, like how fast he can do. And he is taking, let's say, at least 1 month to complete the project. Even if he is genius, if we do in the traditional method, let's say 1 month it is taking. And this is repeating. This pattern is over time, it is repeating. Still, this person is rigid, he is not learning. And this pattern is repeating, right? Over time, like 2 projects, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every time the manager is thinking, oh, team number 2 or the person number 2 is delivering faster than person number 1. And what will happen after 6 months or 8 months? This person will laid off by the company. And whose fault it is? Is it the company's fault? No, company is a business, right? So they are there to make profits, right? They're not a NGO, they are business, right? Now it is the person one's fault because he is not in that race, basically, right? So I'm not blaming the people who are getting laid off. It is very common nowadays. Even if you are a star performer, you will be laid off because of some company policy or because of something. But what I'm saying is, even if you're laid off, if you are skilled enough, within 2, 3 months or 4 months, you will get another job. But if you're not skilled enough in today's world, it's very difficult to get a job. Are you getting what I'm saying? Is you just need to believe on your wings. Company will come, company will go, but if you are skilled enough, you can survive anywhere. And this is the reality right now. I think who can join this course, you can get a very good example from this. And this is not something I am looking this in my organization, and it is happening. And it's a very dirty politics happening everywhere. People who are not sure about AI, they are very scared of AI team. And so they are also learning. Everyone is, so this is a shift. So everyone is learning AI, and you should learn if you want to survive. Like if you want to see yourself in IT for next 5 years to 10 years, you will see AI is like Python language. Everybody should know Python. Everybody should know Java. It's a programming language and a database everyone should know if you are working in a development sector. Similarly, like how we are learning programming and database, you should know AI. Not at a very expert level, like level where you can contribute, but at least at a level applied AI means at least you should know how to use the tools to do the job. And you will not believe, everyone suddenly wants to build AI solutions. In my company, people who are not from AI background, they are suddenly started building AI application. And I'll tell you what is the problem. So problem is they are starting reverse. So they don't know anything. They don't have any background, but still, if you just think, okay, I can build. So they are wasting a lot of companies' money by trying out simple applications, which is actually not scalable. They don't know a lot of simple things about, so it's like blind. For example, suddenly person number 3, let's say this is me, okay? This is me, okay? This is team number 3. What I said is, okay, I am very much interested in web development. In my 13 years of career, I am a data scientist, but suddenly I will become web developer with the help of AI. So I started, but there is a difference, right? This person 2, there's a difference, person 2 and person 3. Person 3 doesn't know anything about web development, and he or she has not taken any training also. Blindly, he's using AI tools to build the websites. And this is even more dangerous. um, instead of 5 days or 1 month, even if he is able to, let's say, create somehow, if you are that person is lucky, maybe able to create maybe 15 days or 20 days, and maybe it's all random things. We cannot predict what will happen, right? Because you don't know. It's like blind game, right? If you are lucky, you can build it. If you're not lucky, like you're stuck in some error, you cannot debug because you don't know what is the root cause of that error. You're stuck there. You will go again to the traditional method, and that will take more time, right? And maybe it may go like 2-3 months, and after that also you're not sure what you have built. So it's a very dangerous category, and I will not suggest anyone to go into this. If you know, you build. Otherwise, this is a very dangerous category. These kind of peoples are everywhere nowadays. Means they don't try to invest that time learning concepts. Directly they jump into AI. Means what? They don't know about anything. What is a model? What do you mean by machine learning? What is deep learning algorithm? What is behind the scene? Nothing. Blindly they're just taking some 1-2 hour course. Okay, I can do this thing. And then directly jumping into Azure, OpenAI, Vertex. Yeah, that is fine. They just directly go into playgrounds and start building application. Toy games are okay. Toy projects are okay. But when you go to real time, uh, I'll tell you what will happen. So for demo, you have shown a good product because it's all drag and drop kind of thing. Even if you are not writing code, you can build AI solutions using Azure and Vertex kind of thing, right? But when you build a front end, then when 5, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40 users are sending requests at a time, your site will be completely slow, no security, anybody can hack. There are a lot of problems you will face, and model will hallucinate. You don't know what do you mean by hallucination, how to address evaluation, nothing. They know how the model fine tuning, they don't know how to fine tuning. And this is a real time example I'm telling. This kind of people are, the company is filled with this kind of people, and they're just wasting the money because definitely the model will not work, right? It's not a, and hallucination is so common, and they don't know how to fine tune because they don't have any idea about modeling. What do you mean by training? They don't know that. So they're not understanding how to improve the model accuracy, and they're struggling there. So I hope you got the point. So you should not be number 1 and number 3. You should be number 2. You should not be number 1 and number 3. Number 1 is doesn't know anything about AI. They are in that era where they think AI will not impact anyone. It's just a hype. It will come and go. And no, it is not a hype. It is a reality. So this kind of people will be laid off first. Category 1. Category 3, they will also be laid off because they are just wasting companies' resource. They don't have solid foundation knowledge. They just has learned AI superficially and they think they know everything. But actually they don't know anything. Okay. So they will start very quick and they will fail also very quick. They cannot really build a scalable real-time solution. Point number 2 is all the people, like everyone who are strong. It is not needed that you should be a data scientist before, or you should be coming from an AI background. Point number 2 is wherever you are today, whether like you are so much you are into your domain, and if you really don't want, don't come to AI, but just use AI in your domain. That is my suggestion. If you want to switch to AI, yes, that is great. But again, if you don't want to switch to AI also, that is fine. You be there where you are. You're a data engineer, be a data engineer, be a data scientist, be a web developer, be a cloud engineer, be whatever, cybersecurity engineer. Every domain is AI application. In a cybersecurity domain, if you know AI, you are more powerful. In a web development framework, if you know AI, you are more powerful. As a data scientist, now if you know generative AI, you are more powerful. So point number 2 category will be surviving in the industry, who knows their domain very strongly. They are very good at their things, like whatever they're doing. Along with that, now they can also do automation through AI. So I think who can take this course? You are in number 1 category right now. I'm assuming you all are good at your domain. If not, please focus on your domain and good at it. Plus, you are going, this is the path. What this course will help you, this will help you to go from here to here, right? So after taking this course, you will be very much good at using AI in your solutions, right? Wherever you are. Now there is a 2 course, actually it's a full time, full stack AI engineering course. AI is a vast thing. So I will tell you what you can do, right? What is your goal? Next thing is, okay, you understood who can take this course. Now, what is your goal? So there are 2 courses. One is the full stack AI engineer course. It has 2 modules. One module is nothing but MLOps, which is a kind of 2 to 3 month course. And this is Gen AI. This is the next module, which is again 2 to 3 months course. Both of these courses are independent of each other. In both of these courses, the objective is different. Somebody who wants to come into AI, completely they want to change their career. They want to see themselves as AI engineer. They want to develop AI solutions for other. They want to contribute. They want to solve AI problem. This entire course is recommended. Many people will think number 1 is not needed, number 2 is needed, number 2 is needed, number 1 is not needed. If you ask me, being in industry for 13 years, both are very, very, very important, because in industry, it is not all Gen AI projects, right? 80%, 70% of the projects are still running on structured, semi-structured tabular data, where machine learning will fits very well. It is easy, it is good, it is cost effective, ROI is very nice, and MLOps is so good, right? MLOps is machine learning in operation. I'll tell you what is there in MLOps course. The MLOps course will teach you everything from scratch. So, I mean, people who doesn't even know Python can enroll for this course. The course starts with Python. I can share you the course content for more detail, but let me give you quick summary. Then it will give you about knowledge about Struts, and then visualization tools like Power BI or maybe Plotly. Then it will give you complete knowledge about machine learning. It will take around 1 to 2 months of time, 7 to 8 algorithm, maths, derivation, 6 to 7 projects, all end to end data collection, data cleaning, feature engineering, outlier detection, missing value treatment, and then modeling, fine tuning, or basically hyperparameter tuning, and then validation and deployment. And then ops is basically ops is nothing but your ops is basically the operationalization. So you will build, and then operationalization, you will learn about Docker and then GCP and all that. So this is your complete MLOps course. But after this is one, and then this Gen AI course. I'll talk more about this generative AI. What is there? So this is the next. What is a prerequisite? Prerequisite is Python. I'm not going to teach you Python in this generative AI course. I'm expecting people who are joining at least have some basic fundamental ideas about Python, right? So I think Python is self-learning. It is the prerequisite. I'm not going to teach you Python. You should know Python. But from where we will start? The first module of generative AI is nothing but deep learning. Why deep learning, right? I can directly jump into prompt engineering. A lot of ads you can see, 9 rupees prompt engineering. Why deep learning? So I don't want you to become this person 3, right? Person 3. So just by learning prompt engineering, other thing, you will become person 3. I don't want you to become that. I want you to become person 2 who knows domain plus applied AI in a very advanced level. So deep learning is the backbone. Like for biryani, the backbone is rice. If you don't know what is rice, then it is like you are eating biryani, but you don't know what you are eating, like kind of thing, right? So the backbone of any generative AI solution is deep learning. Any large language model, like take the example of GPTs or anything, right? They are built on transformer architecture, which is a deep learning model. So you should have very solid foundation knowledge on deep learning. In the first course, you will learn about machine learning in depth. But in the second course, you will learn about deep learning in depth. And deep learning and machine learning are completely different topics. Even if you don't know machine learning, you will understand deep learning because it's a completely new topic. And in deep learning, the approach is same. You will learn how to basic Python is okay. How much Python is needed? So basic Python is okay, though there is no boundary. And because I'm suggesting anyone can write Python code using GPT, so you just know the concepts once, like what is variable, what is function, what is how to create what is a data frame, what is pandas. All of these concepts I have covered in MLOps course. If you want, you can take recordings from me, right? But Python data frame and all these concepts should be known. And we are going to learn deep learning, and we have different framework for deep learning. We are going to discuss tools or libraries like TensorFlow to code deep learning algorithms, right? Also, we will discuss about PyTorch. So using this, it's like from scratch, we will build 3 to 4 deep learning solution end to end, means not deployment, but till validation end to end using TensorFlow and PyTorch. We will be, and Keras, basically, we will be building 3 to 4 projects end to end. What are these projects and what we will cover in deep learning? We'll cover artificial neural network, and we will also cover something called GAN network. So what is GAN networks? So this generative AI is a part of generative models. Generative models are nothing but GAN networks, VAE, these are the kind of, and transformer. So transformer, yes, I will teach you the complete architecture, but also I'll give you some background about GAN networks. And then we will move to transformer. So why we are learning transformer? All the things there's a hype, and that hype is because of a paper released by Google in 2017 called Attention All You Need. Attention is the new mechanism, and after the invention of attention mechanism, all of these large language models you can see it is coming to the market. So we will understand that paper in complete thing and complete architecture about GPT. So you know you are using ChatGPT, but how the ChatGPT is built behind the scene, complete architecture, what is encoder, what is decoder, what is happening when you type a text, what is happening behind the scene, complete architecture you will understand. And after you do this, and here you will build one application also. You will create fake images. You have seen a lot of memes coming in internet. You will create your own fake images using these GAN networks. You can post some real images of some person, and it can create very similar looking images of that person, but maybe some fake, or maybe something else, maybe object, not person. It's called deepfake. So you can do that using GAN networks. And then we will understand transformer. So complete knowledge on deep learning. After that, we will learn about NLP. NLP is a text mining concept. You should know what is text data, what is stop words, all of the text mining concepts. I'm not writing, but we will discuss. I'll show you the syllabus. After NLP, the next module that we will learn is something called prompt engineering. This is very important. So everything is how you are asking question. If your question is wrong, answer also will be wrong. Sorry, I just written question, right? So prompt engineering means what? It's actually very much technical. So it's not like you have seen in internet. So okay, you are you are a good role player. Yeah, that is one kind of prompt, but we will discuss about very advanced prompts like React and a lot of other different kinds of prompts, right? After we understand about prompt engineering, then we will go to Azure OpenAI. So why Azure OpenAI? My personal favorite is GCP Vertex Gemini, but Azure OpenAI because many company has this Microsoft Azure OpenAI integrated. They are using Microsoft product, and they have NDA. No, like they cannot. If anything happens to the company data, Microsoft is responsible, and OpenAI is responsible, right? The company is not responsible. There is a great security concern, right, around this paid LLMs. So that's the reason many companies are going with GCP and Azure right now, because of security, even though it is costly. But security wise, at least something happening means the company is not responsible. Means anything happen, HP is not responsible. OpenAI, Microsofts are responsible. So we have those kind of tie-ups, and every company has tie-ups. So I think that's the reason Azure OpenAI and Vertex AI, GCP, are very popular nowadays. So Azure OpenAI, you will learn everything how to build solutions using only Azure OpenAI. And then we will also learn GCP Vertex. So these are the two cloud platforms you will learn. And here we will learn about Gemini. So Gemini and OpenAI GPT, these are the two famous or the most popular paid LLMs that you will learn. And end to end, you will learn how to install SDKs, how to do API calls, and how to do fine tuning, how to create models and everything end to end, right? After this too, we will learn about free open source. And this is for us. If you want to practice by your own, obviously you cannot afford this until unless your company is giving you license. So you can practice everything using free open source. In open source category, we have three. Not three, but actually two, right? So the first thing is we need tools, LLM tools, free tools. So free tools, we are going to learn about Llama. And then what we are going to discuss is about something called a LangChain. So what is LangChain? LangChain is a framework. It's a unified framework. So LangChain is not under OpenAI actually. So I will erase, this is wrong. So open source means basically open source models. Like we are going to discuss about Llama. This is one open source model. But except that, one is Llama. So these three we are focusing: Gemini, GPT-4, or maybe GPT Mini, which is recently released, O1. But yeah, anything, any 3.5 also, but GPT, Gemini and Llama. These are the things. So one is open source, two is free. But to support, so here we are using GCP and Azure, but to support Llama, right? You have to have a framework, or to support anything, you should know the frameworks. And the framework that we are learning for every thing, it's a universal thing. You can integrate with any platform, that is called LangChain. Very, very important. I'm writing in big because this one tool, if you learn, everything you can build. So it is a very big module. We have a lot of modules in it, like memory. Then we have this RAG, right? You must have heard about RAG. And then we have this chains, and then lot of concepts are there. I'm not going in detail, but LangChain is universal. Once you know LangChain, you can integrate LangChain with the Hugging Face, LangChain and Hugging Face. What is Hugging Face? Hugging Face is the platform where you will find all the open source models. Anybody can anybody, this is a quiz. Can anybody guess how many open source LLMs or any foundation models are available? Not only LLMs, image and text models, open source, free models are available in Hugging Face. Can anybody guess how many it will be? You have heard about Gemini and then you have heard about GPT, but there are a lot many other which you have not heard about, and those are free, and that is available in Hugging Face. Any guess? Can anybody speak? Just guess a number. How many will be there? What do you think? How many will be there? Can you type? Okay, let me tell you. Anybody wants to tell how many free models are there? You will be surprised. There are 7 lakh plus, 7 lakh plus free models are available in Hugging Face. And there are 1.5 lakh plus data sets are available for practice. So this is the power of Hugging Face, right? The open source community. We're going to learn about it, not obviously 7 lakh models, but I'll tell you the approach. If you want to develop something by your own, which model to pick, how to pick, what to judge, what not to judge, right? And how to integrate it in your coding framework. So that we will learn. And finally, I have added one very important module that is called fine tuning. Many people, they don't know this. You will build applications, but it will not work maybe in your domain data because it's a generic model. Many times it will hallucinate. It will not work until unless you are like giving the model your data, right? So that is called fine tuning, RAG, prompt engineering. Using these three approach, you can improve the accuracy of the Gen AI model. But again, fine tuning is a very good technique. You will actually change the entire training parameter. So in fine tuning, there are lot many things. We will discuss that, which is recently added. So this is the complete thing. And projects, yes, we will build 20 to 25 projects. Complete list I will send you in the course content. But don't worry about projects. Once you know the framework, write 20 lines of code, one project is done. 10, 15 line, 10, 15 line if you write. Very complicated projects you can build. So project 10, 20, 30, 40 also you can build, no problem. If you know the framework, projects are just very easy, right? Not that difficult. but you should know the framework. Means what? You should know how, what is an, yeah, there is one more thing which is pending here, and I'll just give you some introductory idea about agents. Agents also have added recently, because the agents concept is also very new, right? Agents is the next thing. If you're asking me what next, so there is a level in generative AI, right? I have a very good slide. I can tell you at what level you are, right? So, I mean, when you start, you are a beginner, but eventually you will become advanced, right? So there is a hierarchy. What things you should know to call yourself expert in generative AI. So number one, or the basic thing, right? To start with, the basic thing is nothing but, let me pull that slide. It's a really good one. Yeah. The first thing is nothing but, you are like person number 3 here, right? This person. So what that person thinks, he knows everything, and there are a lot many in the company. So they just open Edge or OpenAI, and there is a playground, right? You have seen. Just drag, drop, and change the parameters and build solution. Those kind of. So that is called prompting, right? You just know how to ask questions, and you're getting like, you are asking to ChatGPT right now the question, but maybe little bit advanced. Like you go to playground framework and ask prompting. So basically, you have no idea about anything. You just know about prompting. So that is called direct prompting or prompting. Like not even engineering, direct prompting. Like any non-technical person is here, right? Like just prompting, questioning. But now you are little advanced. Like you know the concept. You have taken short courses on prompt engineering. You understand what type of, in which way you can ask questions. So you know prompt engineering, right? And these are the people who are little advanced. So they are asking blind questions, but they are asking questions, but with the approach which the machine can understand. So this is the next level. So prompt engineering will help you to ask the right way the question you can ask, but in what way you should ask the question to get the maximum output, or the very relevant answer how to get. That is your next level. Now, once you know this level, what is the next level? What is the third level of maturity? The third level of maturity is nothing but your building chatbot. So many people will be, and yeah, so once you have not, so you must be thinking, oh, chatbots is very easy to build. No, basically it is easy to build if you are using Azure and other frameworks, not fine tuning, nothing, just building applications, not chatbots, any application, just using cloud frameworks. There are a lot of problems, but you can still build application. These are like simple application using Gemini and using this basically cloud framework. So they made the framework so easy. Anyone can build application, but actually in long run, you need to learn lot other concept along with this. But yes, that is the third level. Fourth level is, you are a person who is very expert in everything. Like you know the deep learning concept, you know the behind the scene transformer concept, and you know how the models works. You know long chain, you know every framework, you know open source, everything. You know what is fine tuning means, what is RAG means you are basically building something little complex like RAG related applications. So to build RAG related application, you need to learn frameworks like Llama Index. I forgot Llama Index is also there. What is Llama Index? It's a basically, I'll talk about it. Like it's good for RAG, right? So you know what is RAG, how to build. So you are here. So you are at level 4. And the final level, like if you call yourself an expert, you can build agentic framework. So if you can build agentic AI applications, then you are expert. In today's time, it may vary in later future, but this is what is the hierarchy look like. Like you are here and you need to reach here, right? So to create agentic, when you go to agents, it will become really complex. It looks very simple, but there you will struggle. Even I struggle. Many people struggle, right? Agentic AI application is the game changer, and yes, there is another part also. I'm just talking about development, and then there is deployment also. That's a different track I'm not covering there. Obviously, you should know deployment track also. When you're building solution, it's a product. You might have a different team, but that's a different learning process. This is with respect to development. These are the hierarchy for Gen AI. Prompting, prompt engineering, and any application, creating any application using cloud framework. Not not the basically the cloud framework, any framework you can use. Why it is easy to build applications using cloud framework? Because not so much of coding, so everything is there, drag drop, and you can do fine tuning also. There is a new feature added in Azure OpenAI, but in long run obviously it will not help, so you need to learn the advanced concept. So if you learn this much, you can apply for any Gen AI roles, and mark my words, nothing will come outside of this. These are the major topics. And yes, quantization, fine tuning, RAG, agents, this is what they will ask you. I hope I answered all your questions. I am talking so much. Directly, I'll go to the course content. So, what we have learned so far. So, in the GenAI course, you will first learn about deep learning, and then you will learn about NLP, then prompt engineering. Then you will learn about cloud platforms, and finally, open source frameworks like LangChain and Hugging Face, along with fine tuning and Llama Index. Agents, honestly speaking, I'm not making you expert in this, but at least I'll give you some introductory idea so that if you want to move forward, you can learn from by yourself. But at least one or two application we are going to use a tool called Crew AI. Using that, how to create agents. Also in LangChain, we have agents. Agents are everywhere, right? So I'll show you 2 to 3 application how to build around agents. So this is the complete coursework. Do you have any questions on this? And let me show you. I think I will stop sharing my screen now. I'll take you to the any questions. In the meantime, I can answer.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I'm just taking one from because I'm just okay. So what is the difference between full stack and deep? Okay, so I'll tell you. So full stack means what? Full stack means doesn't matter what kind of data your company is giving, right? It can be text data, it can be image data, it can be Excel file, it can be JSON file, it can be SQL table, it can be MongoDB table, it can be Google S3 storage or anything. Basically tabular or unstructured. You as a data scientist or you as an AI engineer should be able to create solutions around it. There are a lot of research happening. I don't know, in future it might get better, but as if today, because I'm researching for last 2 months, I can guarantee you, as of today, Gen AI is not very good for tabular data. I work in a team where a lot of the data is tabular, and we are finding how we can implement Gen AI solutions, and we are really struggling in that. Means, yes, you can do that, but it's like you can directly touch your nose, and I mean, it's not a straightforward. So instead of going directly, why you will go round and then touch, right? What I'm trying to make you understand is why you will invest 100 rupees where you can do the same thing using 1 rupees. And also, it is not like that difficult. Easily you can build solutions. So data, if it is structured data, Gen AI is not a better solution. Simple traditional machine learning is the solution. Or maybe deep learning, you can write code from scratch. So this full stack data scientist course or the full stack AI engineer course will make you strong in any kind of data. So this Gen AI is totally into unstructured data. Let's say you have text data, or you have image data, or you have audio data, right? You have video data. So this kind of data, if you have, I think you no need to use machine learning there, because this kind of data is mostly good with deep learning models. You can also write code from scratch using deep learning if it is a simple solution, but does not make sense in today's world where entire unstructured data is automated. Directly you can apply Gen AI here. But what about the data where you have like let's say sales prediction? You're predicting sales, you're predicting outliers. Outliers means in your data whether there are any abnormal pattern, machine failure prediction, or simple classification related project. And you will find, even though it is looking fancy, but in reality today I'm saying, I don't know about the future, this is 60 to maybe 70%, 70 to 80% is this, right? And this is still 30%. and depends on your company also. I'm not like hard coding this. It can be 60, 40 or 50, 50 or, but it is very rare that GenAI is more and ML is less. I have not seen it in many companies. Many companies, ML and DL is more, GenAI is less. It is that ratio. But if you are working in companies like Optum, or basically, let's say, companies like manufacturing companies where they have lot of ED drawings or prescriptions, MRI, healthcare, basically, healthcare and manufacturing, 80% of the project will be on Gen AI and 30-40 will be on ML, because they have very less structure or tabular data. So as a data scientist, you cannot filter. You are responsible for giving end-to-end solution. And that's the reason you should learn both, right? I think you are clear about it. Any doubt? Who asked me this question? So I think the first course is equally important as the second course. But now you can ask me, can I skip? So if you are skipping something, you cannot really call yourself full stack. And that is, mark my words, that is for sure. Because I will tell you real time example. If you just pull my Gmail or any Naukri or any portal and find out AI engineer or data scientist or ML engineer or any kind of analytics role, JD, if you see, they need machine learning, they need cloud, they need Gen AI. In fact, in Gen AI, purely Gen AI roles also, they will ask you ML and DL basics. If you don't know machine learning and deep learning, you cannot call yourself Gen AI specialist. You are not. Because behind the scene, it is deep learning and machine learning only. So that way, it is a full stack. But now, who can take this Gen AI? Gen AI course is equally very important like machine learning. People, as I said, like this category, like you are a web developer, your goal is not to build AI solution, or your goal is not to jump into AI. You want to be there where you are, but you want to increase, because there is a hype around everywhere. Like all hands call you go, any seminar, any meeting, any goal, anything, anywhere you go, AI, AI, AI. If you are frustrated looking that word AI and want to at least like build solution around AI, not switching your career into AI, but want to know AI, I think Gen AI is the best course for you. Take this course, everything you can build. And you can also build tabular data solutions. It might not be so good like when you build from scratch, but I think it's overall, it is good. So if you just want to like see overall, I think Gen AI course is very, very good for all the software engineers, every professional in the IT, quickly to upgrade into AI. If you're like not have that much time, let's say within 2-3 months, you're already serving notice period and like something very urgent, and you just want to quickly upgrade into AI, I think Gen AI is the best course. Gen AI is a mandatory course for everyone, but I think this is the differentiator. Now, I think, is it clear who asked me this?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you will be teaching ML, DL, these two?
DL is here, ML is in ML
ML,
Ops.
ML
Yeah.
Ops, okay. And for a Java developer, how, like, this is Gen AI course. So for a Java developer, how it can help?
See, as I said, right, I gave you example in the first only. I know this question will come. So that's why I've given you. So in Java developer, you do lot of API calls and lot of things like the server side programming, and then like lot of things you do. One thing is coding, definitely you get help. But other thing is, so yeah, I mean, a simple example is how you are you take your example. Now today you don't know, right? AI, you don't know anything about AI. I am assuming that. So how you're
Yeah.
taking help? Going to ChatGPT and asking, right?
ChatGPT, yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. You can use the free version, and there are a lot of ways how you can use it. But let us consider you are paying, okay, for the paid one. If you
Hmm.
want little better result, you have to pay, right? If you want to use
Yeah.
phone. So how
I
much
use paid one. Yeah.
paid one, right? How much
Yeah.
you are paying? 2,000 rupees, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
2,000, I don't know. I think 23 dollars. So it is something.
$30. $30.
No, I think it is $23. 20.
Canadian, okay, maybe Canadian $30.
I don't know. Let's say let us consider 2,000 rupees. Okay. So
Okay.
rupees you are paying. But if you know GenAI, same thing you can do by using, maybe I have recharged my OpenAI account. I don't know when, I think 6 months back. I have just 1,000 rupees. I am taking courses, batches. I am trying lot many things, countless things, right, in my server. Though data set is not that large, I can accept, but I have tried a lot, and that 1,000 rupees is still there. Are you getting? So you
Yeah.
can do the same thing, maybe 10x cheaper, or maybe I don't know how many x cheaper, but definitely it is much, much, much cheaper by just doing a API call. And that also is not difficult. Once you know how to do it, you will you will regret, oh, this is so simple, 8 9 lines of code I need to write. And being a IT engineer, you should do that, right? It is okay for non technical people like your parents, your kids, and other people who are not from IT. They can use ChatGPT, but you, as being an engineer, using ChatGPT, paying 2,000 rupees, and it's not making any sense. You can pay the same amount to the API calls, and API calls are much cheaper as compared to using the tool. Are you getting? So
Okay.
this is a very, very good example. Other thing is, forget about company, okay? Forget about company. But if you are trying to have your own presence, let's take my example, or let's take your example. If you want to make your portfolio, you don't know web development or something, right? Or let's say you want to maintain your social media account. Lot many things you can automate. For example, LinkedIn messages you want to auto reply. Lot of things you can build for yourself. That is another application. Third is, in your own current company, right? Whenever you are building any new application, right? See, what you can do with basically data analysis. So this is a AI tool, right? You should have data, and then any kind of data, it will do the analysis completely automated way. That's the whole goal of any AI tool. Having said
Yeah.
that, development is also a kind of AI problem. I'll tell you why. In development, what you do is code or next word you are predicting, right?
Yeah.
So I think, for if you want to be in Java only, you don't want to switch your career, I think it can at max, I'm not sure what kind of domain you are into, and I need more details about you.
No, no, I am ready to switch also. Uh,
Yeah, so
I mean, I know programming, Java, Python also I'm learning.
hmm.
So what can be this kind of jobs? Like,
Jobs are, see, don't I don't want to give you any false commitment. Job market is very much right now. So what is happening is everybody wants to come into AI right now.
hmm,
So I have gone through the interview pattern myself, and I can tell you what is happening is they're getting a lot of options now. Before, there were not that many options because GenAI was not there. So everything you need to write from scratch. I remember sentiment analysis project. When I started my career, it used to take at least 15, 20 days to write the code. But now I can do the same thing in 2 minutes, and not me. Anyone can do, right? Anyone who knows how to use Gen AI can do. Doesn't matter you are from AI background or not. Non-AI people also can build AI solution because it is becoming generic right now. So what I'm
hmm,
trying to tell you is, because of all of these things, the number of job applications that they are getting for AI roles are tremendously increased, and hence the interview pattern. So that's the reason I'm telling you, if you are learning this course, learn in depth so that you can answer all the questions. But the good news is the questions are not that difficult people think. It is very basic. People like you, me are taking interviews. We are also human. We are also not God, right? So very limited and very, you will guess what they're going to ask. Trust me, you can guess. And similar pattern question only if you practice, and few projects if you do, if your portfolio is ready, I think you can crack interviews. And even if you're not cracking interviews, to survive, you need to know AI. So anyhow, you have to learn it. So I will, let me tell you I will show you the course content very quickly. But before that, people who are taking this Gen AI course, you can start with this Gen AI. And then once this Gen AI is completed, right after 1 month or 1.5 months, ML Ops batch will also start. right? MLOps batch, I think will start mid of now. Recently, I have started a batch. If you are very strong at Python, like pandas, plotly, everything I have covered. Yesterday only I have taken the first class for machine learning. If you are a person who already know all the concepts from Python, Python means not only core Python, pandas and plotly. If you know this much and directly want to learn from machine learning, you can join the morning 7:30 a.m. batch, which is 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Every day we have class Monday to Friday. It's a already formed batch, so no demos, nothing. Directly from tomorrow onwards, you can join and attend the class. And if you can take the recordings and you can go back to the Python if you have some time. But machine learning, you have not missed anything because it's a fresh, like only one class. I have just told them the introductory idea about machine learning. Monday onwards, we will start. But let's say you want to start from scratch. So please wait. So Genea, you take next weekend onwards. We have the class timing like 7 to 9:30, the class timing. And once the GenAI course is midway or almost it is completed, around this batch will be end by this mid of November. Then you can join, right? So after October, mid of November, you can join the MLOps course. So that will again go for 2.5 months. So it's a kind of anything you can do one after another or parallelly. If you are in a hurry, like you have to finish everything in 3 months, because that is a situation right now, right? Many people are, I can understand the situation. And you will be surprised. I laid off 3 times in my journey and I got job also in 10 days internally. I laid off from one team and joined another team. I left that team myself and basically so that happened with me when I was in General Electric GE. I laid off and then my manager recommended my name and I joined another team in next week. This Monday I laid off, next Monday I joined another new team. But again, what happened is that teamwork I did not like. I lost entire severance package, which was a great loss. And then I joined another company, Paytm, in 15 days. So this happens, is very common. It happened with me, it happened with you. It will happen. So this is how it is. Layoffs are like, it will continue. But what you can do is upgrade yourself so that you will be relevant in the market. If one company is throwing you out, then another company you should get within 2-3 months. That is how you should prepare yourself. And I am very well settled. The objective of making, like pushing me myself every day is this. AI is really, I mean, if you are not learning every day, you will be outdated very soon. That is again a drawback. I mean, if you are not ready to learn continuously, you don't come to this space. This is a continuous learning. It's not like this course is over, learning is over. This is a continuous learning process and you will get your reward, but you have to learn continuously. Whatever is new things are coming, you should upgrade. It might not be so difficult, but at least weekly 2-3 hours you need to put to see what is the new thing that is there in the market. And eventually you have to learn this, right? So these are the timings for GenAI 7 to 9:30 a.m.
Oh,
weekends. MLOps, this is the timing. Yeah.
7 to 9:30 a.m. only on weekends?
Only on weekends. And same, that is 5 hour, this is 5 hour. This is every day 1 hour. That is 2. Because GenAI, we will be using a lot of cloud platforms. So when we start, it is better to end, right? So to like like to make you understand one concept, I also need some time. So I think it's better. GenAI, you can explore the whole weekdays, whatever new things. In fact, weekends also, whole day you can utilize. And if you have any doubts, I will give you assignments also. You complete that and it's a weekend batch.
And how many weekends?
It's around 10 weekends, 2.5 months course. So which will start from next weekend. This weekend is not, like next weekend onwards, we will start.
Okay.
And MLOps is also 2.5 months, exactly same. Both are same, right? MLOps might be little longer, around 2.5 months to 3 months, but almost same. Both are same. And the course fees, I think for MLOps, it is 15,000. And for, this GenAI, it is 15,000. And for MLOps, it is 20,000.
Hello,
And why?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I just want to know when you will start new batch for AI ML.
So this is only AI ML batch I'm telling you, na. So you can join this GenAI batch from next weekend onwards, which is a fresh batch, and you are waiting for ML Ops that will start on mid of November, after 1 month. Yeah. So November first week again demos will start. If your background is already Python, you can join the current batch. But again, I don't know. Machine learning we are starting. Python is already completed. Python means pandas, plotly, all the modules are completed. If you can manage, you can join in MLOps recent batch. And maybe you can do it's up to you how you decide. But these are the things. Is it clear? So let me write down the time. My suggestion is take it one after another because we are paying, so you should also have some time. Or maybe if you are taking parallelly, join a scratch batch because you will understand everything from scratch. Until unless you are very strong in Python, I think you should join the batch from scratch. But few people are there who are already very much expert and they will feel very bored if I teach them Python. So for them, I think the current MLOps that you want to learn from machine learning, no Python at all, then please join morning 7:30 ongoing and GenAI weekend. But if you are waiting for new batch, GenAI batch is today is 22. What is the next Saturday? I think 20, 22 plus 7, 22 plus 6, right? 28. So 28, I think you can check. Next Saturday we are starting. This is, sorry. So this is the next timing, 28th September, right? This is the timing for the next GenAI batch. And you join GenAI, you'll understand the concept, you practice everything. And once you are kind of halfway in GenAI, the new MLOps batch will start. November 15th, mid of November, right? So this is the next batch. Currently one batch is running. I have only one time, morning 7:30 to 8:30. I'm also full-time working, right? So there is no other batch.
And this will start from scratch, no?
That will start from scratch.
Okay.
Okay.
One question. You said for Gen AI you need to have Python as a prerequisite.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, GenAI Python in the sense basic Python you should know. What is a function, what is variable, all of this thing. Yeah, so basic Python you should know. Rest all I will take care. So deep learning, maths, everything I will take care. From scratch I will teach you. I'm 100% sure you will understand. Rest all I will take care. Only basic Python core fundamental you should know. And
But I don't.
yeah.
I don't have a basic Python, but my background is all development.
That is easy, na? So if you are a Java developer or any other language developer, I think
Normally .NET. I do .NET. I do more or
so,
less C Sharp and Java. Probably it's almost the same. I'm not a Java developer, but I do
yeah,
.NET.
yeah. So I think it's difficult for non-programmers. For programmers, Python is the most easiest thing. Like variable there, you need to just learn
Yeah, yeah.
how.
So all those, like I said, I'm a
Yeah.
.NET developer. Java, I know basics, but I'm more of a Windows based developer. I use C Sharp most of the time. I know how to write programming. I know what is variables. So if you say that if you have a programming background of any language, then I will join GenAI. But Python is needed specifically, then I have to think about it.
See, I'm not going to give you false commitments here. Yes, Python is the programming language. Either you join MLOps or you join GenAI or you do any analysis. Python is the backbone. But
Okay.
having said that, it's not a Python web development kind of course where you need complete very high level Python knowledge, right? When you are doing Django or Fast API or basically any server side programming or basically building everything around Python, you need you need to write a lot of code using Python. They
Got
say if you have core Python, let me write down the topics. I think it will clarify a lot of your doubts. The core Python starts with what is variable, and then what is a function, how to write a function. And there are some basic fundamental like if, else, while, loops basically, right? If loops, I will write if, else, while, for loop, followed by some basic like something like what is a list, what is a tuple, right? And if you are a little scared, I will share my recordings. You can complete the whole things in 5 to 6 hours. It's very to the point, and you will understand everything. It's very simple concepts. This data structure and one module, something like you can learn pandas, and this you can learn from my recording. It is very good. I will share my MLOps videos only for the GenAI people to learn pandas. Pandas recording I will share from the MLOps site. If you need the whole Python recording also, I can share from the MLOps. But I think that is a part of MLOps course. Pandas, if you want, you can take the recording and learn.
If you say that, easily, if you can send the recording, I can get it going within no time. So hardly, probably you are saying that it takes, yours is a 5 hours recording, right? The whole recording. So in a couple of days, I can get to the basics
Yes,
easily. Yeah.
yes. And let me tell you one more announcement. I think I'm stopping this Python course. I myself got so irritated teaching the same step. So
Okay.
from next batch onwards, we'll reduce the price also. Let it be same 15,000. But there will be no Python and MLOps also from day one. And the course timing, yes, in the sense I will start with some fundamentals. It's not like from day one I will start with machine learning, but just to make you comfortable, I'll start with some basics like around data frames or pandas. But the core Python concept, I think you should learn and come, because these are little advanced topics, and it's not a Python course at all. If I teach Python, it is
Yeah.
taking. Right, are you getting? So this is a next level course. Please understand. There's a lot of other concepts which has lot more priority. I have to give to those topics more time than teaching you Python, right? So this is a prerequisite. As of now, we are taking everyone, but next batch onwards, when you join November 15th, if anybody is planning, please learn Python by yourself, or maybe take my recording, Durga sir's recording, anyone's recording, and learn Python. That is this very fundamental things. So hi-fi Python, like, yes, in MLOps course, I do teach the server side programming also. That's the reason it was 20,000. You might be asking why extra, because I will teach them first API. You will learn about streamlit concept. So this is needed. This is needed for a ops course. How you will build the, like you need to learn the server side also, right? Otherwise, how you will so that's the reason this is complete. These things I will teach. What I'm saying is the basic Python I will skip. So next time onwards, when I think there will be a slight difference in the structure, this is for everyone. Everyone who wants to learn anything should know core Python. Core Python means variable, function, if, else, while loop, list, tuple, set, dictionary, string. This much you know, and then come. Rest all I will take care. Python for data science like pandas, numpy, streamlit, all of this fast API I will cover in MLOps. And I think in GenAI, you know core Python, that is more than sufficient, right? I think rest all deep learning you need to learn. So there's a different framework like TensorFlow, Keras. I will teach you those things. You will understand.
All right. So Python is very much needed for GenAI. So, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Python is needed for everything. Like Python.
Yeah.
Language
But
for
yeah,
data.
for GenAI course, what I meant is you need to have at least a little bit advanced knowledge in Python, so that GenAI will be
Python
much
knowledge,
easier to
yes.
understand.
Or Python, at least you should have. As I said, rest all you have lot of time. Only weekends we have class. Whole weekdays you can utilize learning it. And
Okay.
yeah, I think you can manage, because core Python only if you know, rest all is new anyway for anyone, right? Like LangChain framework, it is new for
Yeah.
everyone. And there is it's not like, yes, core Python and other function and all you will use, but there is a way how you will write code when you're using tools. It's a little different. It's Python, but it's different way of writing code, which is new for everyone. So that you will learn, right?
one other question I have with Gen AI. You said that you're gonna teach us Azure OpenAI and Gemini. I think GCI, right? Google. You're gonna show us, how we're gonna configure, how we're gonna deploy
Everything I will cover. So
all
that's
the
what
APIs. Okay.
yes, I am just sharing the content with you, right? You can see how detailed it is. I
Yeah,
just know
please.
how
Thank you.
to give me 1 minute. I just cannot stop sharing. I'm not able to make my other one, like desktop as host. Need to drop then. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Where is this Zoom meeting? Okay, DurgaSoft is not there. I'm not the owner, right? That's why I made myself host, but now I'm not able. There's no option only. I can drop the call, maybe 1 second. Okay. Okay, so I was actually, there are many other topics. I will be adding the project details. I will think a lot and then I will add, but this is the overall structure. There are till 8 modules, 7 modules. It starts with deep learning, as I said. It starts with software installation. I'll help you with all the software installation in the initial day class, but it is like just 30-40 minutes. And after that, why it is so important? Because it's really complex, lot many things. I need to help you with your CUDA enable. This is a really complex thing. When I started doing it for myself, it took me around 5 hours. You will not believe. Because I was doing in office laptop, there are a lot of firewalls and also the version mismatch. So we are going to write parallel programming or CUDA programming. So that's what I'm saying. The Python that we will write here is completely different than the normal Python. Right. So I think if you have core Python knowledge, all other things are new for everyone. So you will easily learn. So I'll tell you about this, all the installation. And after that, from day one, we will learn about deep learning. So from very scratch, what is deep learning? What is the difference between machine learning and deep learning? Everything fundamental, the theory, complete derivation of every theory, forward, backward, and everything, and then followed by one project. So we will build a sentiment analysis project from movie review data from scratch, not using GenAI, using PyTorch framework. From scratch, we will build. So you will understand the flow, how the deep learning model really work. What is model building? What is model training, validation? What is epoch? How to fine tune? If it is not working, how to do hyperparameter tuning? These are so important foundation of any model, right? We will learn that and then we will go to transformer. So what is this transformer? Transformer are the backbone of GPT. And I'm going to explain you this. Let me give you, right? This is very difficult to, so this diagram, can you see? This is the architecture of GPT. So we are going to discuss this complete architecture. It will take 3 hours for me to explain you this. But what is encoding, what is decoding, right? What is happening when you type a question? What is happening? So behind the scene, this is the architecture, so complicated. This is a deep learning model. In fact, if you are very strong, you can create your own GPT, right? Using PyTorch and Keras. And that's what companies are doing. So it's not you. 7 lakh plus models are available in Hugging Face, right? So you can also contribute your own LLM to the Hugging Face if you are very strong in deep learning. Okay, so this is the model. If you know how to code, you can build your own GPT from scratch, right? Fine. Then we will discuss about bot. So why bot? Bot is a definite question in interview. Many company they ask because bot is by Google and it is the, if you have, like in 2019, it was like ChatGPT. It was so popular. Using bot, they ask basically the architecture difference between bot and GPT. I have been asked this question by 2-3 companies, so I have included this. Like, what is BERT, what is GPT and all that, followed by one project. So we will be doing topic modeling using BERT for document clustering, right? So if you want to see, let's say something around, so this will be the output, something like this we will build, and it's not using LLMs, not so complicated. This is a knowledge graph, but something like from the topic, yeah, very similar to this. If you look at this, very similar to this kind of project we will build, and that is from scratch, not using any LLM, but pure Keras, using TensorFlow and pure coding, deep learning from scratch using BERT model. BERT is again a transfer model, but using BERT we will build it. After that, we will learn about NLP, text mining. So we will learn about NLP, and then we will, after this, our foundation is clear. So you're asking what is the prerequisite? For me, till here, it is prerequisite, module 3. Don't directly jump into prompt engineering. You should know the background first, and this is the background. Once you know the background, from module 4, actual GenAI application-oriented program will start. First, you need to understand what is foundation model, different kind. It's not always about LLM. People forget about image, but yes, we have image also. Like we have Mid Journey, we have DALI, we have different models. And then we will understand when you are building a GenAI application, what all responsible, ethical AI and responsible AI, what is bias, fairness, what you should check for your output, right? Basically, okay, so I am not going detail, but we will learn about it. And then prompt engineering. So prompt also, yeah, these are different kinds of prompt, and advanced prompt engineering is React. Basically, it is not mentioned. I will modify this. Chain of thought, React, a lot of recently advanced prompt engineering technique we will learn. After prompt engineering, we will start with Azure OpenAI. So people directly start from Azure OpenAI. That was the people number 3. In my company, there are lot many people number 3. They don't have any background on deep learning, NLP. They don't know prompt engineering. They don't have any knowledge, and directly starting with OpenAI is very dangerous. Then you start with OpenAI and Azure OpenAI. So I think we will understand the playground. Basically, it's not coding, it's just using the UI. You can do a lot of things. So we will play with this, and then I will help you how to integrate. That is there in the last. We will learn about LangChain after OpenAI. LangChain is a framework which is the selling point, or which is the selling point for your generative AI profile. If you know LangChain in depth, I think you can build anything. LangChain is the main, like if I have to select one thing, that is LangChain. Everything is there inside it, and it's very in depth. Again, I will do a lot of things, changes. It's just a framework outline. Lot of things I will change here. You will see the complete syllabus maybe in the next weekend. But yeah, chains, memory, agents, everything you will learn. After LangChain module, Google Cloud will come. In Google Cloud, Gemini in Vertex, yeah. So it should go to module 5. After Azure, actually, we should learn about Google Cloud. Both are very famous. Both are very, very, very popular. So both Azure and GCP, both you will have knowledge, right? And then once you know that, LangChain, you know that, then finally we will learn something called retrieval augmented realities. Everything is a part of LangChain. Finally, there are agents. As I said, I have not decided the content for agent. I will add agents and fine tuning. The last will be agents and fine tuning, and there will be 20 to 25 projects. That list also I will add. So at high level, what I said, you can see like we are learning with deep learning, NLP, Azure, OpenAI, GCP, followed by LangChain, Hugging Face, fine tuning, and agents. These are the major modules, right? Okay, any doubt in this? Is it clear, everyone? It's a long, yeah, but there will be no demo. Next class onwards, it is direct class. Okay. So I think if you are all good, then let's connect on next weekend, and we will start with our content, right? What is the system requirement? I think it's fine. If you don't have any, like 4 GB RAM is also there, then you can go with Google Colab. So you'll get 16 GB RAM, right? Or if you have Vertex AI for the first time, if you are using GCP, you will get, I think some 23,000, I think, I did not remember exactly, but I think 23,000 free credit you will get, which you have to use within 3 months. So I think there are a lot of ways, but if you have a good machine, at least 16 or 32 GB RAM, then you can try Llama and other things locally in your system, right? You can download and use it. So I think, I don't know who you're asking, but you can completely avoid the APIs and taking, like, you can download things on your system and basically you can use every day unlimited. So because it is local to your system, right? How many times you want, you can use it. So that also is a benefit of taking this course for your own personal benefit. No need to go with, and 2000 rupees, if you think yearly, you are spending around 24,000, right? On licensing. And even if you are doing API calls, I think that is cheaper. That is fine. Cost is a different thing. But what I'm saying is, if you know how to use open source, it is completely free. If you have a good machine, 16 or 32 GB RAM, I think 32 GB is needed at least. But if you have that much, I think you can just download it locally and you can play with it unlimited time.
Yeah, one other question, what are the softwares we're gonna download? Is there anything
I
you're
will
gonna
take,
list part of this? Yeah.
yeah, I'll take care of that. Next week when you connect, I'll talk about the installation part.
Okay.
Okay, so I think now you understand. I think now your doubt is clear. See, till Azure and Vertex, you don't need that much of Python, honestly. Only in deep learning, you need Python, but you need to learn Keras and TensorFlow, right? It's a different framework you need to learn altogether. So I think it's a new for everyone. So where you need Python is LangChain. In LangChain, you might need Python. That also, LangChain has a typical way of coding, right? So I think core fundamental Python, if you know, then I think you are all good. You can start with this course. But saying Python is not at all needed is a wrong thing. More, see, what I'm saying is all is fine, but when you go to deployment, you should know server-side programming also, right? How you will create an app. So Python is needed, but for this course, at least core Python is sufficient. Till development, it is okay. For deployment, you need server-side also. But now we are not deploying anything here, right? In MLOps, I will tell you about deployment. And deployment, if you are from web development or any other background, you know. So I think you don't need a lot of tutorial there. Fine. So I think I am good. If you have any question, maybe we can discuss in the next weekend. The course content I will share. I will only share. And how I will share the link with everyone. So next weekend when you're connecting, once the course, everything is up to date, but the projects I will add, there will be 20 to 25 projects. And you can ask me how I can do all of these projects. Honestly speaking, the projects are not, so these projects are difficult. When I write anything from scratch, it will take time. But using GenAI, I can build 50 application in 3 hours. It's just API call. It's not difficult. If you know the frameworks, easily you can build the projects. It's not difficult. And when you go to agents and other things, fine tuning, the real difficulty starts. Building simple application is super easy, just an API call, but fine tuning, improving that project accuracy will be a difficult or challenging task, which we will learn here. Right? So fine. So I think if you want, we have done a lot of projects also. I can show you in the next weekend what we have built in the last batch. Right? Text to text, text to SQL, SQL to text. We have built chatbots. We have built any YouTube link video transcript application. We have built lot many actually. Few with OpenAI, few with Vertex, and few with LangChain and Hugging Face, free open source model we have used. Right, so I will give you complete curriculum by next weekend when you connect. And yeah, so let's connect on next Saturday. And anybody wants to join the MLOps course, if you know the Python and can't wait till November 15th, you can just reach out to me. And see, it's very transparent. If you are coming from DurgaSoft, you need to pay to DurgaSoft only. But if you are my direct student, you can direct join through me. But you all are coming from DurgaSoft, so you have to enroll through DurgaSoft. This is my number. I'm just sharing my number. If you want me to share the meeting link for tomorrow, morning 7:30, if you want to join, you can just ping me. I will add you to the MLOps group and you can enroll there. Having said that, Python is already completed. We are just starting with machine learning. I can share the Python recordings though, and you can basically learn by yourself. It will not take much time, but if you are having some background, you can manage. And machine learning, we have not started anything. It is from scratch. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let's connect tomorrow. In the sense next weekend, if you like going with this course, let's connect on next weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you.